that the producers, far left-wing activists in Hollywood, are turning on her, and Disney has canceled all of Rachel Zegler's appearances on their media platforms. Kind of tough.
That despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them,
she's a good actress,
that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
After months of chaos, drama, and fans going off online, Disney just dropped a bombshell. They're rebooting Snow White again. This shocker comes right after the storm caused by the Rachel Zegler-led version, which many now call one of Disney's biggest flops ever. Behind closed doors at a private event, Disney execs tried to clean up the mess. They're calling the new reboot a fresh start and a tribute to old-school storytelling, basically admitting they veered way off track last time. The goal now? Win back fans who've been side-eyeing the studio hard. People across generations were not feeling that last version. The Zegler-led project was pushed as a modern feminist spin on the 1937 classic, but it raised eyebrows from the jump. The changes were wild, like why mess with a classic? Weird, super weird, so we didn't do that this time. Yeah, that's the vibe now. Disney thought they were being bold and forward-thinking, but fans weren't buying it. Things really exploded when Zegler made comments that rubbed folks the wrong way. She reportedly said the prince was irrelevant and the romance awkward, and that's when social media went crazy. People were heated. The backlash wasn't just loud, it was everywhere. What was meant to be empowering ended up sparking huge debates, with some even accusing Disney of losing touch with its roots. Inside the Disney walls, things got real tense, fast. Insiders say the top execs were shocked by how badly fans reacted. Early test screenings already showed people weren't loving it, but they didn't realize how deep the problem ran until the trailer dropped. And the internet exploded. From hardcore fans to nostalgic movie lovers and even film critics, everybody seemed to be dragging the movie. The drastic changes hit a nerve, and people weren't quiet about it. This wasn't some short-term buzz either. The backlash wouldn't quit. Hashtags slamming the creative direction stayed trending for weeks. Disney's PR teams were scrambling, trying everything to spin the narrative and stop the bleeding.
It's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about
she's gonna die.
true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can.
Now, in a major pivot move, the studio's pulling the plug on that mess and starting fresh. They just revealed a brand new Snow White is coming, with production kicking off in late 2025. So far, no cast has been confirmed, but Disney made one thing crystal clear. They're going back to the roots this time. That means bringing back the classic characters, the dreamy fairy tale vibes, and the original musical charm people actually want to see.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
Critics said the last one had no soul, so this redo is a straight-up rescue mission. Dropping a new version so soon shows just how high the stakes are now. Disney has to get this right. Disney's been feeling the heat lately. The company's live-action remake streak has been getting dragged by critics and flopping at the box office. Hard. Now, with the Snow White brand hanging by a thread, top execs are desperate to save its legacy before it's totally wrecked. They're banking on this reboot to pull off a full-blown redemption story. Insiders are spilling that this time. Disney's sticking closer to the 1937 original. No wild rewrites, no over-the-top twists, just a classic fairy tale vibe with a few subtle updates sprinkled in. They're calling it respectful, not revisionist. One producer even said, the goal isn't to fix what isn't broken. It's to bring those timeless themes back with a modern touch. That's a major tone shift from the last version, which people slammed for trying too hard to rip apart the original's heart. And now the casting buzz is heating up. While Disney's staying silent, rumors are flying like crazy. Word is they're on the hunt for a leading lady who's got that old school Hollywood magic. Graceful, charming, super relatable, and with real vocal power. If that's true, it sounds like they're finally listening to the fans. And maybe, just maybe, they'll get it right this time. This time around, Disney's not taking any chances with behind-the-scenes drama. Unlike the last film, where off-screen comments stole the spotlight and caused a total media storm, this reboot will come with way tighter control. Insiders say new media training rules are being rolled out to make sure everyone's on the same page and sticks to the story. It's a tough move, but one Disney had to make after all the chaos. Earlier this year, leaked documents exposed serious tension between the studio's marketing, creative, and PR teams during the rollout of the Zegler version, and yeah, it showed. The messaging was all over the place. One minute it was a feminist reboot, the next it was a fairy tale throwback. Fans were left confused and the buzz turned messy real quick. Now, the new Snow White is under lockdown. Tight oversight, strict coordination, no room for mixed signals. Disney knows they can't afford another misstep. And it's not just about the movie anymore. Merch from the last version tanked badly. Big retailers had to slash prices on dolls, clothes, and toys just weeks after launch. That kind of flop hits hard. So now everything, from the screen to the shelves, has to be on point.
And you have parents looking at Disney being like, what are you doing, guys? Like, this is supposed to be a place where magic happens, and all you're doing is indoctrinating kids, and you're having this person be the poster child of the Democratic Party.
Inside Disney's consumer products division, the numbers are ugly. Reports say the company's sitting on millions worth of unsold merch from the last Snow White release. Toys, costumes, you name it, it didn't move. That financial blow hit deep, and now analysts are warning Disney can't afford another flop tied to one of its most iconic titles. So, what's the fix? A total creative shakeup. Disney's brought in a brand new team to steer this reboot in a whole new direction. Early reports say the screenwriter is someone who knows how to mix deep emotions with solid, character-driven stories. No flat characters this time. And the director, whose name's expected to drop soon, has worked on both animation and live-action hits with worldwide appeal. Basically, this duo is supposed to bring the magic back. The vision, a version that keeps the soul of the original, while giving it a little modern shine. Of course, not everything will stay the same. Fan-favorite forest animals are making a comeback with upgraded animation that mixes CGI and real effects for that next-level look. And the dwarfs? They're being reimagined with serious care. Disney knows they can't mess this part up again, so they're avoiding the controversy that exploded last time around. Music's making a big comeback in the new Snow White. Just like the old days, it'll be front and center, with brand new tracks mixed in alongside the legendary classics. Yes, someday my prince will come, and Hi-Ho are back and fans are hyped. But the biggest surprise, Disney's reaching into the vault and bringing back the legends. They've tapped legacy animators and consultants, people who actually worked on the iconic princess films during the Renaissance era. These are the folks who helped create Disney's golden age, and now they're back to guide the tone, pacing, and emotional beats of this reboot. It's a bold move that shows Disney's finally listening. Insiders say the top brass believes reconnecting with their artistic roots is the only way to win back the fans and restore trust. Even the early press release had a totally different vibe. Gone was the cocky attitude. It was humble, almost like an apology without saying the word. We recognize the importance of honoring the stories that helped build Disney into what it is today, the statement read. This new chapter of Snow White is rooted in that appreciation and in our dedication to telling timeless tales for today's audiences. They didn't name names, but the message was loud and clear. They know they messed up, and now they're trying to make it right. Disney knows it's walking on eggshells now. After everything that went down, the studio's being extra careful. As for Rachel Zegler, she's been mostly silent since the reboot news dropped. Once praised for her breakout in West Side Story, Zegler ended up at the center of a full-blown internet meltdown last year, when fans turned on her hard over the last Snow White remake. Her press interviews, meant to spotlight empowerment, ended up causing more damage. People said she sounded out of touch, and her comments were seen as dismissive of the original film's heart. She later said her words were taken out of context, but by then, the backlash had already blown up. Now her name isn't tied to the reboot at all. No official word from Disney yet, but sources say she won't be returning, and that's intentional. The studio reportedly wants a clean slate, new cast, new direction, and no baggage. Whether Zegler will ever speak out is still unknown, but for now she's keeping her distance, and that silence speaks volumes. Disney seems laser-focused on keeping the spotlight on the story, not the scandals. Meanwhile, fans are cautiously coming back around. Online threads are lighting up again, not with hate this time, but with hope. People are talking about second chances, legacy, and how to honor a story as sacred as Snow White. One fan summed it up best: "I just want the magic back. Give me the songs, the romance, the animation-style forest." If they get it right this time, I'll be there opening night. That's the kind of energy Disney's counting on, and they're betting big that they can win the crowd back. The film's gearing up for pre-production by late 2025, with a big theatrical release locked in for spring 2027. And trust, they're planning a major rollout. We're talking teaser posters, sneak peeks at the soundtrack, and full-on behind-the-scenes docs to stir up the hype early. Disney's already cooking up plans with its theme parks, too, bringing Snow White-themed attractions back to life just in time to ride the wave of the film's return. But here's the truth. Nobody knows yet if this redemption arc will actually land. Still, Disney's making one thing crystal clear. They refuse to let Snow White be remembered for just one misstep. This isn't just a remake, it's a full-on repair mission for a studio that once ruled the fairytale game. If this new version hits the sweet spot, nostalgia with fresh energy, it could remind the world exactly why Snow White changed everything back in the day. Behind the scenes, executives are watching everything. Costumes, casting, lighting, the score. Every detail is under the microscope. Multiple departments are cross-checking every choice to make sure it all feels aligned with both the heart of the original and today's creative standards. Even Disney's harshest critics are saying it: if any film can drag the studio out of its mess and revive its bruised rep, it's this one. The pressure? Massive. And it's not just about the box office anymore. This isn't just another remake, it's a test to see if Disney still knows how to read the room, evolve with the times, and most importantly, listen. Reimagining Snow White again isn't just about creative choices. It's a full-on referendum on everything Disney stands for right now. The big question isn't, can they make it? We know they can. It's, will we believe in it again? Can they earn back that trust? Because out there, fans are still waiting for the fairest one of all. And that's a wrap for now. If you're loving the tea, hit that like, share it with someone who needs the update, and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. This saga's far from over. See you on the next one.